Welcome back to our Spotlight on Tomah. I'm your host, Chris Hansen. I'd like to again thank Kelly Murray from the Convention and Visitors Bureau for joining us today as we go around Tomah and experience the wonderful restaurants that we have in our community. We begin it with our drinks and appetizers right here on Tomah's north side at the Ground Round Grill and Bar. Opened in 2005, the Ground Round is one of Tomah's most popular restaurants, and it's owned and operated by a local family, Tyson and Julia Koput. Joining us now is Julia Koput. Welcome to the show. And you guys have been here since 2005.
Yes.
Why did you decide to open the Ground Round?
Well, I'm just kidding. After my husband and I had unsuccessfully tried to start a family, we were wondering what we were going to do now.
Okay.
And this nice man named Rich Batley, he's a fellow owner and board member of Ground Round, got our phone number, kept calling us at home. He sounded really nice on the phone. He invited us to come over to see his Ground Round, just to come take a look. He wanted to open a Ground Round here in Tomah.
Okay.
A Ground Round in Tomah. I grew up with Ground Rounds, and I just was like, a Ground Round in Tomah. Okay, so we went over there. We thought, well, the man's buying us supper. We're going to go over and check it out. Well, we went at the front doors of the Ground Round. We stopped in the entryway, and my husband and I just stopped. Our mouths dropped open. We said, oh my goodness, Tomah would so love this.
So you fell in love with it right off the bat?
Right away.
Okay.
The atmosphere, the people that work there, the food, the ice cold beer on tap, that was a plus for Tyson. Loved it. Plus, this nice man named Rich that was nice on the phone, he was even nicer in person. A man of good heart. So that was a good plus for us.
Nice.
But we're just like, oh, is this what we really want to do with our life? Well, and then we found out, we were trying to have a family. We couldn't have a family. This was what we were supposed to do. We thought this could be our baby. And then we can also give back to the children here in the community with the schools, with sports, with Boys and Girls Club, and arts, and making sure that the children here have something to keep them busy and keep them going so they don't get into trouble.
Nice.
So that was our main goal of when we opened the Ground Round. So long story short, we moved to Bismarck, North Dakota and trained there for 2 months. And they're the really nice store over there, and came back and opened the Ground Round October 18, 2005. It
was a huge impact on the community, and of course shortly thereafter then you guys did have your children.
Yes.
So now you're juggling children as well
yes.
as the restaurant. So what are the Ground Round specialties? What do you really like to promote?
Well, I like to promote is the variety. Ground Round started off in 1969 with just 4 things on their menu. The Ground Rounder, it's a hamburger. And then they also had these big, colossal, delicious, wonderful onion rings.
Okay.
They had ice cold beer, and they're the ones who started the eating of the peanuts and throwing the shells on the floor. That was their 4 things on their
Sure.
menu. Now the menu has grown enormously. We still have the Ground Round hamburger. We still have the wonderful onion rings. We also have pastas and salads and steaks and chicken and seafood, and the list goes on and on.
And there's something special about the beef here.
The beef here is certified Angus beef.
And you don't find that everywhere when you go to a restaurant. That's a special thing.
We actually had friends of ours that came to us and said, we love you guys, we love the Ground Round, but your meat just isn't, and we're like, what? So we looked into it and we ordered it, we tasted it, and it is phenomenal.
Excellent.
So now when you come to the Ground Round here in Tomah, you will have certified Angus beef.
And they also have phenomenal fajitas. That's
yes.
my own personal
yes.
plug as well. Now, do you guys accept reservations?
Most definitely. If you're a party of 8 or under, the whole staff can take care of that.
Okay.
But if you're going to have a group that's over 8, which we highly recommend you coming on out, but we just want to make sure that a manager takes care of those reservations so that we make sure that your group is taken care of.
Okay, excellent. So now what do we have? We have drinks at the table, and we have appetizers coming right now. What do we? First off, what are the drinks here? What are we looking at?
Well, this here is a cranberry raspberry margarita.
Okay,
we
margarita, non-alcoholic margarita.
Non-alcoholic,
okay.
but we can make it the other way.
Okay.
And this actually is really good too if you're pregnant. It really calms your stomach when you're pregnant.
Nice.
Cran raspberry margarita.
Okay.
And then this is a raspberry lemonade, flavored lemonade, and those are free refills.
So that's a bottomless lemonade.
Bottomless
basically.
lemonade, that's what
drink.
they call it, yes.
Okay, and what else do we have for appetizers
Right here is the Italian nachos. These are made with the fried wontons and diced chicken, jalapenos, those are my favorite, olives, tomatoes, pico, and some melted cheese.
Very nice.
And then this is our spinach artichoke dip. And this comes with fried wontons or the Italian bread here.
These look really good.
These are
really
these
good.
are perfect for yourself to eat, or they're great to share.
Wow. Now, before we dig into this, you guys don't just do the ground round. You have other ventures, and not even just within this complex out here, but outside of that too. You have Just a Pizza,
Right.
Just a Kids Store,
Right.
and the kids store is clothing. It's not food, but the
Right.
pizza is outstanding. But also, you guys, you dabble a little bit outside of the community as well. Touch on that real quick.
Yes, we never thought this would ever happen, but with the need of jobs and good food and different choices out there, it's just slowly developed into different avenues, entities. About 5 years ago, the owners of the Creamer Country Lodge came to us and asked us if we would take over exclusive catering operations there.
Wow.
So we do all the weddings and the banquets and meetings and family reunions there. And then last year, about a year ago at this time, they came and asked us to do the food and beverage operations at Three Bears Resort.
So you're up in Warrens as well.
Right.
That's a pretty big footprint for the Ground Round crew. Well, we're going to dig in here. Julia, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it. For those looking for more information on the Ground Round, you can search for it on Facebook. Just look up Ground Round Tomah, or you can call 608-372-4000. And we're going to be back after a quick message from our sponsors.